What kind of advice would you give someone if they're trying to find their why? If they're not so much competitive driven, what would be the advice you'd give them to keep showing up?
Their scenario would be different, right? So whether you're in a hobbyist, so like the hobbyists, the professionals need the hobbyists,
yes,
right? And the hobbyists need the professionals.
Yes.
They can't coincide without each other. So as much as you want to be like, oh, they're just hobbyists, that's bullshit, because you need them, yes, right? You need them to work your moves on and to figure out what works, what doesn't. And they need the higher feet to feel what it feels like so they can apply correct jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
So I think that the way I would go about it would to be honest with yourself. Like, just hold yourself accountable. Like, all right, I want to change jiu-jitsu the right way, and I want to be good enough to roll with the high level guys, but I have no interest in competing. That's fine. So you show up whatever you want. You're consistent. You put effort into your jiu-jitsu, and it's fine. It's no big deal. But anyone who wants to compete and stuff like that, it doesn't matter what age they are to me, because there's age groups for that. So I know people who do Masters Division that, lose to world-class competitors, but they go to Masters Division and they kill it. They kill it. And it doesn't take nothing away from them. There's nothing wrong with being in a Masters Division or an adult division. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look down on somebody because they went to a Master Division and they want to be competitive in their age group. That's fine. I think that's awesome. And if you ever watch Master Worlds, it's fucking awesome. Like, they actually fight. And adults, we're bitches sometimes. We want to win so bad that we're willing to down our jiu-jitsu to the point that it's like an advantage, and they rip their top off. And, like, if you ever see me fight, it's very rare that you ever see me go crazy after a win. And I have some pretty fucking awesome wins. It's just because I have no interest in winning by an advantage, and then, Masters, they do a good job of like fighting hard, man. Like, they fight hard, man. I really enjoy watching Master Worlds. And to answer that question, like without confusion, I think that everyone just has to be honest with their goal range, and I think it's fine. But when I'm teaching, I do hold you to a standard, right? You will hit my standard. So my standard is consistency, effort, not feeling bad for yourself, not being victim, and learning proper jiu-jitsu. So you're going to learn, you're going to push, and it doesn't really matter. You're going to train with everybody in the room. We're going to train together. We're going to push together. And that's my standard. It doesn't matter if everyone progresses or is good at different things, but the effort has to be the same. The consistency has to be the same. And no negative talk. I'm really big about that. No negative talk. Like, if you miss a sweep, don't fucking sit there and be like, fuck, I suck. Like, I did that for so many years. I don't want that in my class. I want positivity,
Awesome. That's awesome. And, Junny, I love that you touched on the dichotomy of athletes and hobbyists, and then the ecosystem that we have, and how each plays a very vital role in each other's development. It's funny, like, you go to school sometimes anywhere in the world, and you can find that guy that doesn't compete. That's like, damn, why is that guy not competing? Like, there's a guy I train with. He's in his like early 50s. He's a business consultant, and dude, he beats my ass. Like, there's nothing I can do to this guy, and he doesn't compete. He's just there because he likes it, but he gets to train with Pan Ams and world champions in our school, and he's developed to a level where it's like, man, they've rubbed off on him, and I'm sure as he's gotten better, they've provided themselves a better training partner because they've helped him get better. So I love that you pointed that out, man. Yeah, it's a cycle. You can't get around it. And then if you're training the right way and you're doing things the right way, everyone's affected. Like, there's no way you can't be in a room with people going hard and then you're getting your ass kicked every single day without getting some type of grittiness built into you. The only way you do that is if you leave the room. You know what I mean? Absolutely, man. Yeah. No, I love that you pointed that out, because it's something that, I think it's something to always remember, is that no matter what your goals are, you're for sure contributing to the room, whatever your goals are. Yeah. So it's it's just one of the cool things about being a jiu-jitsu person is you get to be a part of a family.
Yeah. I think everyone has their vital role, and it's important for everyone to come in with like good spirits and training hard, but smart and uplifting, and knowing that, we're not the enemy of each other, even though we're fighting each other. That's not the purpose. Like, when I'm competing against my teammates, a lot of things go right, some wrong. And I know, like, hey man, I'm not really fighting them. I'm getting ready for the other guy I'm going to fight,